In today's video, we're going to be comparing blaze rods to an iron sword to tell you what is the best mage weapon for its cost, and which one I recommend you spending all your money on. If you guys enjoyed today's video, subscribe. If you play Skyblock, you should subscribe. It's a requirement. Let's get into the video. So Mage weapons are a very good thing in the game. And recently with another update, they added a few new ones, which all happen to be blaze rods, because why the hell not? Or sorry, correction. Not all of them are blaze rods. We also have a wheat, a flower, and another flower. So, yes, they're diversifying. There's also flowers in there. But how good actually are these mage weapons? Price comparison, mana comparison, how good are they compared to a Hyperion? We're gonna have a Roark Staff, and we have a Fireveil Wand. The Roark Staff goes around 800k per, Fireveil Wand goes around 7 million coins per. And Hyperion goes for 1.2 billion coins per. So, what does all these do? A Roark Staff very simply just shoots a beam that deals damage but does not pass through mobs, so it's a single target hit. Fireveil Wand creates a veil of fire around you, dealing AoE damage to every mob in the range, but they have to be incredibly close to you to hit. And then Hype, it's Hype. What more do you want me to say? Now first, let's try the single target Fiery Stick. Now the Fiery Stick is pretty decent considering how cheap it is. It costs you 10 mana to use and it costs you 800k to buy a fake H. And I am doing what looks to be 700 to 800,000 damage per hit when using this weapon. So it's a good amount of damage. However, there's two very large drawbacks. It is single target and it has cooldown. The cooldown's longer than it took for your dad to get milk. It sucks. If I just hold it down, my chat gets flooded. It's only single target as well. Yes, if you equip Aura Armor, it creates an explosion. The explosion's really shit right now. It doesn't really work. Maybe eventually they'll make it so Aura Armor works with Aura Staff, but right now it does not work. Next we have Fireveil Stick Shower thing, and it is doing 570,000 damage per hit. It costs 150 mana to use. It lasts for 5 seconds. However, it does more DPS per second because it hits multiple targets every single second. It's AoE and it lasts for 5 seconds, meaning with a single use you get more damage than Hype. As we can see, use it a single time, I killed 3 mobs in the area. So it's really good. Then of course, we've got the good old classic Iron Sword. 1.2 million damage a hit. This thing just claps, it shreds, it is like the best mage weapon in the game still, there's no comparison. But the other mage weapons aren't too bad. Roark Staff, throw that shit away. It's not really good. At least when, okay, here. It's only good if you're early game. If you're a new mage and can't afford like Spirit Scepter or Hyperion or Meta Staff, if you can't afford the flowers or the golden spoon, just go with the enchanted blaze rod. It's fine. However, if you have enough money to buy any other mage weapon, I recommend you buy any other mage weapon. Now, Fireveil Wand. This one costs 8 million coins, and I do actually recommend you buy it. It does more DPS with a single click than a Hyperion, because it does 500k damage to a single mob, meaning in 5 seconds it would do 2.5 million damage to a single mob, while Hyperion only does 1.5 or 1.2 million damage to a single mob. So it does more damage with a single click than Hyperion. However, the issue is it has to be really close in order to activate, but it's honestly a really solid mob. It's going to be used when doing guys like, for example, let's take Blade Soul as an example. I can use the fire sticky and then go back down and spam Hyperion for a good amount of time and then just continuously do it, and I'd end up getting a lot of damage. As you can see, he's basically already dead. I'm getting a lot of damage from the Fireveil Wand when we go in, and then it just stands still and spam Hype. So it's a really good idea. I do think the Fireveil Wand is good, but I don't really recommend using it inside of dungeons unless you're doing floor 6 plus. Moral story, Roark Staff, throw this into the fire. It's not really good. If you can buy any other mage weapon, don't buy it over Roark Staff. If you can't, it's fine. Fireveil, super good, but you need another thing with it. If this is your only mage weapon, you're not going to be doing too hot, because you just have to be so close to the mobs and you end up taking so much damage. And of course, Hype, it's an iron sword. One more thing to say. It's an iron sword. It works. If you guys enjoyed today's video, subscribe and stream the world to me. See you guys next one. Peace out.